In Papua New Guinea, there are many diverse cultures and distinct Bilas traditions which play an important role in sustaining community resilience among the 1,000 plus tribes of this unique Melanesian country. In PNG, Bilas is connected to the practice of traditional arts as expressed through body painting, decorations, song, dance, dress, music, poetry, and ceremony. Bilas is the direct manifestation of the physical, social, spiritual, and linguistic well-being of one's indigenous identity. Situated along the north coast of Papua New Guinea are the Binanderi people of Oro province, who still maintain strong customary practices and indigenous cultural arts. The Binanderi perform a special theatrical dance drama known as the Ario, which showcases the creative, powerful, and dynamic features of PNG Bilas traditions. The Binanderi often watch the actions of the natural wildlife and transform these movements into art forms that dancers perform for their community. Simple actions of human beings, animals, birds, and insects are studied. The movements are abstracted, and then the Binanderi devise a way for the dancers to express their observations. This artistic way of presenting a story in a dramatic form through a kind of ballet is known as the Ario. The Ario is also a poetic performance which preserves expressions of the feelings and aspirations of the people at significant moments in the life of a person or of a community. The rehearsal stage of the Ario is called the Gara, where the experienced elders act as choreographers, teaching the art of the Ario, the dance drama, to the less experienced adults and young people. The Gara is practiced in secrecy, away from the other villagers until the day of the Ario is performed. If others break this taboo, they will be expected to kill a pig as compensation payment for the dancers. During the Gara, many village folk contribute taro, bananas and other foods to support the associated feast, or bondo, that concludes the Ario event. These foodstuffs are usually stored in a small platform house. The bondo is led by either a collective group or individual, hosting the Ario, who provides pigs and vegetables. The elders have in mind a set standard they think the dance must meet. It must express worthwhile ideas through movements and the rhythmic sounds of the tatoan, or small drums. The elders set the artistic style of the Ario dance and demand that the performers reach the necessary standards. The Yavetu is the basic dance theme. While the rehearsals are going on, an artist works on the content of the dance drama, which includes a plot and carving a motif made from special wood. The dance can be based on a story from either a legend or real-life experience. The Ario stage in the village is opened with Yabene, literally meaning the dancer's spirit. The characters who act as clowns or jokers appear on stage to introduce the plot of the Ario. The dancers remain hidden with the motif carving in an enclosure. Gugu Gaeri is a stage when the dancers first emerge from an enclosure in the center of the village or the bush. The formation of dancers follow a certain structure. The first pair of dancers is called the kopuru, the head. Then there is the kopuru da dubo, the head's neck, at whose back stands the torupu, the middle pair. There can be any number of pairs from 1 to 12, depending on the length of the column. After the torupu is the ambo da dubo, the tail's neck, and the last being the ambo, the tail. The 5 pair of dancers are the minimum number with which the Ario is performed in public. The number of torupu pairs can be increased in any given dance. The head pair is the most spectacular and graceful to watch. This couple acts like a butterfly just about to sit on a flower. But the other pairs, while beating their drums, move forward, turning about to face each other. again turning to put their backs against one another, and alternatively bending their knees. They emerge in such a manner until they reach the arapa, the center for the performance. The pairs in the column of dancers beat their drums with the rhythm of the gugugairi and remain in their positions while the kopuru pair dance to the rear outside the dancers. Then they return to the head, moving in between the pairs, splitting the other couples. This is known as Dego Gairi, which actions are derived from observing two hawks flying across each other's paths and clashing their wings together. After this, the kopuru head pair moves towards the tail end, crossing every pair passes. Again, the head couple returns to its position for another sequence. The Biama Dagiri sequence is derived from the noise the hornbill makes when it hops from one branch to another. The sound of the drum, which is tapped only with the tips of the fingers, is an exact imitation of the bird of paradise's call. The dancers either hop to and fro or move forward in tune to the sound. All the dancers beat their drums with one rhythm, and one of the kopuru cuts the rhythm. This means everyone beats their drums with the poru beat, but their head beats porutau puro. Another dance aesthetic is the dabibiro, which means to slip, and the kopuru pair do just that, both slip and dance backwards. Again outside until they reach the tail. Then they dance with varying actions back to their position, inside or in between the pairs, in a manner similar to the gugugairi sequence. In the wadura gairi sequence, one of the head pair takes the lead to be followed by his partner, and the rest follow in single file. The leader then rejoins one of the tail pair, thus forming a circle. They move at random towards the center. There are many more actions in each sequence by each pair, but the main point is that Ario has two parts. Firstly, the plot of each dance drama is based on a legend or real-life experience. The theme can be transmitted through the reenactment, giving a concentrated impression without genealogical information. Secondly, there is a standard set of artistic expressions which are derived from observing nature, especially birds, where movements are observed, and the Binandere abstract those concrete actions and express them through the aesthetic art of the drama. After the Ario dance is over, food and pigmeat is distributed by the host of the Ario to important members of the community and participants in the Bondo or feast event. The Ario is a strong cultural event which brings the Binandere together in art, competition and enjoyment. In recent years, the Ario has rapidly changed and evolved to incorporate new art forms and dance techniques. One major difference is the inclusion of women and girls to learn the art and carry on the Ario culture. Before, the Ario was mainly performed to signify the end of the mourning period of a loved one during the Bondo. However, these days, the Ario is displayed during all kinds of occasions, including school graduation ceremonies, marriages, cultural festivals, church events, and national holidays, like PNG Independence Day. The younger generation are taking responsibility to continue the performing art traditions of their elders. Even though some components of the Ario are no longer fully performed, such as the Yabene and the concluding Tugata statement, Binandere youth are adapting and transforming the Ario into new expressions of the rapidly changing world around them. Due to scarce availability of some natural bilas materials, such as bird feathers, dog's teeth, and pig tusks, the Binandere are using more synthetic plastic materials to replace these costumes. Despite these changes, the natural tapa cloth is still being used as the main form of dressing for both men and women dancers.
Ayo! empatan ambil lagi, empatan ambil lagi. Apa lagi? Awal. Mau kopi atau tarai? Uri. Ya badan dari taria atau uri? Orang dari taria, na, dari tanah tefuena. Taria atau uri?
Ario poco no se está para seguir a la izquierda, luego que se cancela pura inglesa.